Frustrating.
As around the sun the earth goes, she's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in burgundy. Just as hate knows love's a cure, you can rest your mind assured that I'll be loving you always. As now can reveal the mystery of tomorrow, but in passing we'll grow older every day. Just as all that's born is new, you know what I say is true, that I'll be loving you always. Until the day is night and night becomes the day. Always. Until the trees and seas just step and fly away. Always. Until the day that eight times eight is four. Always. Until the day that is the day that are no more. Did you know the true love is found?
Welcome, everybody. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Monday? It was such a beautiful day in Nashville, Tennessee today.
I think I'm having a heart attack.
Really?
No, I just got heartburn now.
That's not usually what we play, but that was Olivia, everybody.
I don't know why Mom was like, you should play this one to start. But
Because we're going to talk about your show tomorrow night.
Exactly. Yeah, that was As, me covering As by Stevie Wonder when I was 16. And we did the Barker
Family Band.
And it was terrifying and like, you know.
But it was amazing. If you don't have that album, we made a live album. It's called Barker Family Band Live at City Winery.
Yep.
And it's absolutely incredible. We covered Southern Cross, Why Not Me by the Judds, As, Tennessee Whiskey, XO. Like, it's incredible. So, if you want to know why...
Sunglasses?
I'm wearing sunglasses because the pollen has exposed itself.
Yeah, it's happening.
In Nashville.
It is happening.
And my eyes are running so bad. My eyes are swollen. They won't stop running. I had to get ready for a lunch meeting this morning. The lunch meeting was at 11:15, which is slightly early for me. And, oh yeah, we did so far away too.
Yeah.
And I could barely get ready because of my sinuses. And so when I got home, later this afternoon, I took a shower, redid my hair, redid everything. So I was going to try to get rid of the pollen, but my eyes are still running. But I'm not going to leave them on. Hello, everyone.
There we go. Aren't you going to ask me why I'm wearing a hat?
No, I don't care.
Cool.
Why are you wearing a hat?
Just kidding. I'm nervous. It's not a big deal. I've been on here before with this, but I went to the beach and my skin's peeling. So I don't want the hate comments, okay? Look, I wear sunscreen. I really do.
I was just going to hate on you for parting your hair on the side.
I was trying to hide it. I'm trying to
You actually look so cute, but I'm not used to seeing you with your hair part on the side.
Yeah, I know what he is.
And
I'm trying to hide it,
cool.
and
you
because it looks like person. I have something, and people get really mad. One time after we did Close the Chaos, but that was a really bad peel. I'm starting.
But you wear sunblock. Your
I
skin
do. It's
peels.
just what happens. But one time we did it, and literally afterwards, someone messaged me on Instagram and was like, I am extremely concerned about you. I'm a health expert, blah, 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 blah. You're going to die.
Seriously?
Literally. And I was like, okay, first off, I get this.
Calm down.
Yeah, I know how to deal with my skin. But yeah, it is annoying.
Yeah, that is. And you have a show tomorrow night.
I do have a show tomorrow.
Everybody needs to come to Nashville to...
Make the trip.
To the local.
It's the local Nashville. And my set starts at 7 p.m. And I'm doing
a whole hour.
8 songs or 9 songs.
I was telling Craig Dunn today that I get so much more nervous when you and Avery have shows than when I have a show. Obviously.
Oh, yeah. But, I feel the same. I don't get nervous for your shows at all.
Did
but
you get to be that calm?
I'm not here today because I woke up at...
Are you high?
Yes. No. I was at the beach this weekend visiting a friend, hence it looks like I'm dying. But I'm not. And I got kind of burnt. I flew back. I had to wake up at 4:30 this morning.
And Avery said he would come and get you this morning.
No one, both of Avery and Audrey both offered. They were like, one of us will definitely come and get you. Don't worry. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be here at 8 a.m. Like, just, you know.
And I didn't even offer because I knew I wouldn't come get you.
No. And so none of them did. So I ended up having an Uber, and it was super annoying, which I'm just kidding. It's fine. But I was kind of annoyed. And
I'm sorry.
It's what.
How much was the Uber?
Oh, you paid for it.
I heard they're so expensive. I know I paid for it. But I heard they're so expensive right now.
They are, but they're just more expensive, like,
because of gas prices.
that, and also, like, if you schedule them ahead of time, it costs more.
Oh. Well,
Like, on the way there, I had to
you would
schedule
think they
them
would
ahead of
reward
time.
you for that.
I know.
Or not, like, you know, being a procrastinator.
Exactly. Yeah, so I got back, and I slept for 4 hours from, like, 1 p.m. to 5.
Wow, that's
Which
great.
was good, because I was, like, not here today. I was not functioning.
Well, we're glad you're back. So, we had company this weekend. My sister Ashley, 2 of her daughters, Ruby and Iris, and then Ashley's friend Haley and her daughter Haven all came down from, when did they get here? Thursday?
No, they got here on Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah, they were here, like, almost full, like, week.
Yeah, and I had to work. I had to go to Austin on Friday to do 2 events surrounding, I almost said Austin City Limits. That's an old TV show. Well, it might still be on. I'm not sure. And for South by Southwest. Okay, so I have a story to tell you that you don't even know about.
Yeah,
You're
said
going
that
to die.
What?
Okay,
Here we go.
you guys. When we had a lunch meeting today. Notice how I secretly fix my hair while I'm talking. For those of you who are new to the show, me touching my hair and messing with my hair is a terrible habit.
It means you have to take a drink.
It drives people crazy. Okay, so Craig Dunn picked me up for this lunch meeting. Craig Dunn is my manager. And then Avery always texts during Closet Chaos, and it makes me think we're saying something wrong.
No, he never
Okay.
thinks. He doesn't even know.
Yeah, he forgot we're doing Closet Chaos. Okay, so Craig Dunn brought me home. When we got here, there was a man standing at the side kitchen door.
Wait, will you restart?
Were you not listening at all?
No, because you distracted me because you were like looking down at my phone, and I was like,
Okay, there was a man standing at the kitchen door.
where?
At our house.
Okay.
Okay, he was
I'll
like
call that.
knocking on our kitchen door.
Okay.
He was in an old, like, beat up, trashy looking minivan. Like, it looked like it had been wrecked. Like, the bumper was hanging off, you know, all that. So I was like, who is that? And so we go in, we went in the house through the front door. Craig Dunn went over there, and he was like, and he went outside. And he said, hey, can I help you? And this man said, I've been talking with Sara, and she asked me to come to her house. And Craig Dunn said, no, you were not talking to Sara. You're so mistaken. You need to leave right now. And so before I really knew what they were talking about, that he thought he was talking to me, I kind of yelled out the kitchen door and I said, were you in my house? Because Avery was upstairs in the studio with headphones on, you know, and Audrey was shopping, thank God. And so
What?
So what bothers me is that he did see me and confirm to himself she does live here.
Yeah, why would you...
I didn't know why he was
mad
here.
that when you do stuff like that and you, like, confront people,
I know.
like, you talking to him is so annoying that makes me so mad at you.
But I
It's
didn't
so
know that's
mad.
what he was saying. I had no idea that he was like a fan or whatever. And so I said, were you in my house? And he said, no. And so he left. We called the police. Turns out that he was also in Austin. He was trying to get into the boxed wine. So you guys know that I've partnered with Boxed Wine, BOX''T. And we'll talk about that in a second. Anyway, he went to the Boxed Wine event, told Sara Puhle, who's the CEO, that he was trying to get in to see me because we've been talking and that I told him to come see me. So they didn't let him in, and they just thought, you know, he's just like a delusional, and so he left. They didn't think to tell me because who would have thought? So I think he drove from Austin all the way here. And he showed
I'm
up
not
at the house.
laughing. That's not funny at all. I'm now just like...
That happened today.
Why did you confirm that you live here?
Because I didn't know that's what they were talking about.
That's so annoying.
I thought maybe
he
was like lost or whatever. I'm not going to get murdered. Shut up.
Kidding.
You get murdered first.
You get murdered first, David. No.
You get murdered
I'm glad I don't live here. No. That's so
why
scary.
don't you stay with me tonight?
No, you have 2 other kids that are a lot stronger than... Well,
we have a security system, and also the police said they were going to patrol the street all night.
That's ridiculous.
And we have a security
That
system.
is ridiculous.
We have an alarm.
I mean, was he cute?
No. He was like...
I'm kidding.
But, so anyway, let me tell you this. For those of you who ever think that you're talking to an artist or a celebrity of any kind, you're not. I will never, ever ask you to come to my house and see me.
Or
I
for
will
money.
never ask you for money.
Or for anything out of the ordinary. Like,
right. I will never talk to you about anything like that. I'll just talk to you about
and also
general things.
Famous people on social media are verified. Mm-hmm. They will have the tiny blue check. And if they don't, it is not the person. And don't get scammed. Because now that's like...
Yeah, so there's someone pretending to be me talking to this man.
What if he's watching this right now and now we're confirming it was you, you do live here?
Well, I have protection, believe me.
No, I know.
But isn't that scary? Like, honestly. Maybe, well, you know what? I also have a security guy that I'll probably call and have him come spend the night. Because... it's just ridiculous. Like, no one should ever
That is so frustrating! Who gave him the address, though? Like, how does the fake person know where we live? That's my thing. How does the fake Sarah Evans have the address?
I don't know.
Probably because...
we know how our address got out, but we don't want to discuss that.
No one's business is there.
Yeah. Well, it's like in Nashville, they used to do those, Homes of the Stars tours, where they would put people on this bus and
Can you
take
imagine?
people all around. But yeah, we're going to have security here tonight. And for many nights to come.
Well, on that note...
And we do lock our doors, and we have a security system, like I said, and the police will be here in a second if that alarm goes off. But still, it's just annoying. Like, and also, for whoever is the imposter pretending to be me, like, you suck.
Yeah,
you really suck. And also, get a life. Like, you don't... if you have to spend your life pretending to be a celebrity and try and get money from people or whatever...
There's only one Sarah Evans.
There's only one Sarah Evans, thank God.
There always only will be one. That's so annoying.
That's one of the songs on my albums.
Story. What?
There's only one. There's only one. Oh, that person is back?
I like her being on here, though. I like to see her comments. They're funny. She just said Olivia sucks.
Okay, Amber00.
Just tell me why.
Why does Olivia suck?
Just tell me.
I mean, we all think so too, but I want to know why you
Exactly.
think that.
I just want to see if it aligns with everyone else's reasoning for him.
Maybe it's your side part.
Is it my side part?
Well, no, because you had a middle part last week, and she said you sucked last week.
Vomit emoji.
Amber, you are
Amber, that's
it's
so
probably
mean.
Amber that's impersonating me.
Yeah.
She probably has a secret account. Yeah, so that happened. Isn't it sad though to know that like someone doesn't like you, even though it's like
she thinks she's a shit.
A total stranger.
Look, I don't. Tell me why. What?
Amber, do you want to come on?
I'll invite her.
You should come on and be on our live and talk to us.
Aww.
Tell us why you're jealous of Olivia.
Blake, that's not funny. Look,
Amber, do it.
It's
come on.
Okay. Like you are totally allowed to have your opinion. Like I don't think I like you either, but I might like you.
Well, I definitely don't like you because this is my daughter, and I would kick your ass if you were right here in front of me.
Look, it's like Pam Beasley says on The Office. She's like, I don't like to even think that Al Qaeda hates me. She's
Right.
like, if they got to know me, they would probably like me. Like, I don't like knowing anyone hates me. And I'm like, yeah, I don't either, but at the same time, what am I going to do?
Well, it's funny because I can have like a million wonderful comments or like, you know, a review on a show, but then the one negative comment, that's what I focus on. Like,
I don't
laser
really do
focus.
that.
I do.
I just
Okay, I'm
kind of-
drinking
The classic cocktail.
the classic cocktail. It's this much Tito's vodka, like this much. Water. I'm drinking water not because I didn't have a Monster. And then the Mio squirts. Every time I explain it, I do that.
It
Every
bothers me,
time.
actually.
It bothers me too, but I feel like you have to do that to explain it. I wore this ring to my lunch meeting today, and the lady that I was meeting with said she loved it.
I love it too.
It's cute. Oh, and I got
Except none
these
of
new
your rings
earrings,
fit
you
me.
guys. Look at these new earrings. So there's a store called Fabrik. It's Fabrik. And there's one in Birmingham. There's one a few in Nashville. They have the best clothes, they have the best jewelry.
Sponsor us.
And their price point is perfect.
Yeah, they're wonderful. They're
Literally
really great.
wonderful. The white shirt that I wore when I spoke at South by Southwest for the Alzheimer's Association is from there. Anyway, these earrings,
Those are
they're so
amazing.
cute. These, they're
Those
like
are amazing.
white and gold.
Yeah, some people.
These,
Wait, did you call it fabric or fabric? Because I don't know. I always say fabric because it
because it has
an
a little
accent
thing
mark,
on the eye.
and so I'm like,
Am I wrong?
no.
And
I
these-
just have heard it both ways.
These are from Free People, the ones I had on.
Yeah, those are amazing.
hmm
Those are amazing.
I like myself better in these.
Kris Jenner vibes.
She always wears sunglasses.
Mom hates when I compare her to Kris Jenner because she's always like, "You're calling me old," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. It's just that you're
No, Kris
a
Jenner's
boss."
not old, but I'm just
Exactly.
saying,
That's what I'm saying.
like, she's not old. I'm just
She's
saying
just older than you.
Well, plus I feel like I'm like,
Mom,
We
Kris
need it
Jenner
this way more 'cause
cool.
it's
Like
not
you, that's
perfectly
such
even.
a compliment.
no, she is cool. I'm just saying like, I'm not a huge fan of her short hair. I'm not a huge fan of
Well,
that. I
yeah,
will
you're not a
say.
huge fan of that in general. No offense
Yes.
to anyone who has short hair.
No offense. No offense, Amber. Amber hates us anyway.
Someone
Well,
commented-
Amber likes me. She doesn't like you.
Amber doesn't like me. That's okay.
Um,
Someone said it's because I'm high and pregnant.
high and pregnant.
Where did we come up with this? I'm actually I'm not high. I didn't, like, that was just a joke earlier. I hope that we got that across.
You don't get high. You better not be high.
No! That's so random.
It's
I did
Sarah
go to the
Lynn
beach,
Hansen.
though, and so my eyes have, like, do y'all get that? I get that from the sun. Like, even
Mm-hmm.
if I'm wearing sunglasses, I just get, like, kind of red. And it's also from the salt water. And so
Yes.
I might look a little funny.
Everybody wants to know, is Avery with Emma?
Why do you keep...
That's
well,
so
you just
funny.
pointed that out.
You guys can ask Avery.
Yeah, why
About
don't you
that.
ask him? We don't know.
I think
Anything
Craig
about
Dunn
his
just texted
life?
me and said, get our guest on. Okay, here we go, you guys. I'm so excited about our special guest. We used to see each other all the time, and then over the years, you know, as, just life changes and we get busy with our kids and our kids' sports and all that stuff. I haven't seen her in a long time, but we came up at the same time in country music. She has such an amazing voice. She has amazing taste in songs that she chooses and songs that she writes to release. And we were in Austin, and Debbie Dover, who went with me to do my hair and makeup, we were talking about this young lady, and I was like, give me her number. I'm going to see if she'll come on Closet Chaos. And so I texted her, and she agreed, which I'm so thankful, so last minute. And so we are so excited, you guys, to bring on... Oh, you want to read a little bit about her? Okay. I mean, really, everybody knows her, so not a lot
you don't
needs
have
be
to
said.
say a lot.
But I'll just say she debuted in 1996 with the single Heads Carolina, Tails California. Heads Carolina, Tails California, somewhere greener, somewhere warmer, up in the mountains, down by the ocean, where it don't matter, as long as we're going somewhere together. I've got a quarter, Heads Carolina, Tails California. I just remember that off the top of my head.
I have to go. I do have to excuse myself. what just happened? And
I
you did
just
like a full
remembered-
Celine Dion.
I got so into it. My voice is always hoarse on Closet Chaos. I think it's I get scared.
You get weird.
Okay, wait, Face ID. Anyway, she debuted in 1996, and her album was certified gold, and then her second album, I'm Alright, produced 5 top 10 country hits between 98 and 99, sold over 1 million copies in America. Since her debut, 6 of her singles have peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Country Singles charts, and 5 of her albums have received a certified by... Why do they say all this? Why do we have to say RIAA, blah, blah, blah? They're just... she has sold over 5 million records.
Wait.
We are excited to have her on. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ina!
Let's see if this works. I always get concerned. Yeah. I feel like this happens a lot.
Damn it, Amber.
Let's see.
It's Amber's fault.
Oh!
Hello! Oh my gosh! How are you?
Good. I can't believe you sang that whole chorus.
I just pulled that out of my, like, literally, I remembered every single one and every single nuance that you did.
I have to turn you up. Hold on a second. Everybody's
That's
looking up
what-
my nose.
That's what a huge song that freaking was, which I hated at the time. Jody, I have to tell you a really quick story.
I was like, dang it, how did you get that?
Yeah, we were competitors, but we were also friends because
Yes.
we all loved each other and we're coming up together and we were all doing the best we could. But I used to love being in dressing rooms with you, backstage at the awards and all that. And you look fabulous.
Oh, you're sweet. Yeah, the award shows. That's where I would hide in the corner. I always hid in the
Yeah.
corner.
So Jody, I have to tell you this. I don't know if I've ever told you this before. When I was about to make my second record, because I first came out with an album called 3 Chords and the Truth, and they wouldn't play it. They said it was too country, that I needed to move more to the center and be more commercial. So Joe Galante, who was the head of RCA Records, sent me your album, your physical CD
Lord.
in the mail with a note. So I opened it up and it's Jody's album, and he put a note in there that said, "This is your competition." And I was like,
Oh my god.
oh,
Oh my gosh!
it
I couldn't even know what to say to that.
but then I listened to your record and I was like, hell yes, this is my competition.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what to say. I didn't have that.
I can't believe I never
lived in
told
a
you that.
bubble. I kind of like my bubble.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so how's it going? What are you doing? Tell me about your kids. I want to know how old they are and what they're like, because I've never met them.
Noah and Jonah are 10 and 13. We play hockey. They play hockey. We go everywhere to find it. We went to Minnesota for a few weeks. Went for 2 weeks in January, 1 week in February, and which is really easy to get a plane ticket to Minnesota in January.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and all the like the VRBOs and the Airbnbs, those things are half price because nobody's going to Minnesota in January.
Are you
Exactly.
saying one of those trips was 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
go insane?
No, because they were playing hockey every day.
Yeah.
They were skating on the ponds. They were skating downtown at rinks downtown, and they were joining in with hockey camps and that kind of stuff, or hockey, whatever, with the practices that they had.
Right.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So they must be great athletes.
Well, they're great hockey players. Everything else they're just kind of put on the back burner, but they play hockey all the time, and so we love that. We spend a lot of time doing that, chasing that.
My bus driver, who was my driver for 15 years until COVID hit, and then like a loser, he left me for a job where he could work more. But I still love him.
How could he do that? He had to pay the bills. How dare
How
him?
could he do that? Yeah, I mean, how dare he? So his son is big time into hockey too, and
Oh, nice.
I can't believe how it takes over your life.
It does.
It's an intense sport. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Takes
it
over your
amazes
life,
me.
your driveway, your garage, your
Right.
Yeah.
Do they want to? Do either of them want to try to pursue it? Like pursue it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like, we're gonna be in the NHL one day.
That's awesome.
That is
We'll
so
see.
awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Jody, this is my daughter Olivia.
Oh
Jody,
yes, hello.
you.
I've been hearing your stories.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, Olivia. So
Thank you. Yeah, it's all right. That makes up for all the hate.
Exactly. So, Jody, where are you originally from? I'm not sure that I know much about your backstory.
I am from the home of country music, right outside of Boston, Massachusetts. So, yeah.
Nice.
So,
Wait, is that considered the home of country music?
Heck no.
Okay.
No way.
I didn't know either. I was like, did I miss something?
Me too.
No. Now, so I'm from there, and I moved to Nashville right after high school.
Mm-hmm. And so, what label were you on?
Herb.
That's right. Gosh, I'm having so many like amazing flashbacks and memories just looking at you and talking to you. From
So you have to do shows together, and that way we can share employees.
Absolutely.
You know, you're the same
Definitely.
background singer. We could say.
Do it.
Yeah, we can share everything. Olivia sings harmony for me, so she'll sing harmony for you too.
Oh, nice. Come on.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
How long did you live in Nashville before you got your record deal?
What, 5 years about? About
Okay.
5 years. And the first
That's not bad.
few years were spent just trying to survive. I didn't have anything the first few years. Just kind of, I don't know, hung out and worked and tried to keep a roof over my head.
You know, I left Nashville in 2008 when I got married and moved to Birmingham. So I had been in Birmingham all of this time and then moved back summer of 2019. I think I'm still in shock at how much the city has changed.
Oh, yeah. Well, I moved to Georgia 2 years ago, 2019. I can't even count the years. But anyways, COVID, for some reason, has whacked the calendar. Like, it was like, was that a year? But
I know.
Anyways, so I moved down here in 2019, and I've gone back to see my family. And I can't, there's no point of reference, really.
Nothing is recognizable. Like the places that, you know, used to be like real sparse and like no one would ever go. There's just condos and restaurants.
High rises, yeah.
And high rises.
Lots of high rises.
Wait, you live in Georgia?
I do.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, you don't have to tell us what part because, you know, you heard my scary story. I don't want someone coming up at your house tonight.
Exactly.
No, I'm south of Atlanta.
That's awesome.
Okay. Awesome. Atlanta's a cool city. Actually, when we were moving back in 2019, we were looking for a place to rent. And we were going to rent your old house.
Oh, on Old Hillsborough Road.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that place.
It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. We were so excited. Like I was dreaming about it. The guy who owns it at the very last minute pulled out of our lease agreement and gave it to somebody who plays for the Titans.
Oh.
And
You picked the wrong form of entertainment, apparently.
Yes. It was devastating because I so wanted to live in your home. And
Well,
you know,
that's beautiful. Both my kids were born in that home. It's a
incredible.
beautiful home.
Now, did you put that pool in or was it there?
It was there. All that. I didn't do anything to it. I moved in as it was. And just I toured so much. And my mom lived in that little house in the back.
Yeah.
And then, we had people stay above the garage and that barn that was back there, that was a full gym, like with cross cable machines and Smith machines and everything. It had everything in there.
Wow.
Whoa.
And it's in like one of the most beautiful areas
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
It's like kind of on the way to Leaper's Fork.
Yeah.
And yeah. And did you used to eat at Barbara's home cooking
Yes.
every Sunday?
Yes, we did all the time.
That's
Sunday after church would go there. That was the deal.
we do too.
We
We
do
still
too.
do.
That's our
love
favorite
it.
thing to do is go to church and then go to Barbara's and sit outside and eat.
Yep.
And it's the poppy seed chicken casserole.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Mhm.
So good.
Absolutely incredible. I think your picture is up on the wall there, actually.
Oh, it is. It
Yeah.
is.
Mhm.
It's right behind
And
the cash
mine is
register.
Mine is not. Joe Galante was right. This is my competition.
Oh my goodness. No, there's no competition here.
Okay, what about music and your children? Are they into it or what?
One of them plays drums. They both sing, but they don't they don't want, they do it around the house. And
Mhm.
so, or they'll do something at school or whatever, but they're not like, oh, they want to play for the NHL. So, you know,
Yeah.
there's no room. There's no room for singing.
Totally.
They've got a vision and a goal. That's incredible. And now, do they get along well, or do they fight? They're 3 years apart.
There is never a moment of peace in this house. I'm like,
Seriously.
how many times do I say, you have to be kind with your words? If you're not going to say anything kind, please don't say anything. Be kind to your brother. Stop poking your brother. Please stop putting, you know, stop, what do I do? Stop causing chaos. Stop causing upset. That's my big thing. Please stop causing upset.
Jody, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you where you're making a mistake. Can I just tell you?
Oh, no.
Stop saying please.
Oh! Well, that,
Just say, I'm going to
really
beat
I
your
don't know
ass.
anything worse. So, Sarah, let me tell you something.
Yes, tell me.
Let me tell you a little bit about Jesus.
Tell me.
Can I tell you? So about 7 or 8 years ago, I was on that front porch of that house that you went to go see. And my mom was ill, and my record, I was battling with my label, because you know what it's like when they don't play your music and you're like, come on, then let me go. So I had that battle going on, and then across the board, everything seemed to be crumbling. Like everything world made by man, everything of the world, that I was like, yes, you know, where people are like, if I just had that, everything would be perfect. Well, all those things started to crumble. And I was on that porch, and I was not praying. I was at the very low point in my life, but I wasn't praying. I wasn't at a church. I wasn't like, oh God, or whatever. And Jesus spoke to me. And I know that sounds crazy, right?
No, it doesn't.
But so now I think for me, I love to share him with people. And I know that you love Jesus. And so I was like, I mean, I know that, you know, everyone loves the Kardashians and that, but I love Jesus more. I love Jesus more than them. And so I just wanted to share that with you. And I sat here at my piano. I don't know if you can hear this. That's where I'm sitting. I'm sitting at my piano.
I love that.
And I thought,
Jody,
maybe I could sing something for you guys if you want.
We would absolutely love that. Please.
Okay, ready? I don't know how it'll sound, so
Sounds great already.
Might sound crappy, so. He makes a way where there ain't no way, and he's risen up from an empty grave. There ain't no sinner that he can't save. Let me tell you about my Jesus. His love is strong and his grace is free. And the good news is, I know that he can do for you what he's done for me. Let me tell you about my Jesus. And let my Jesus change your life. Hallelujah. 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 Amen.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh my
Oh,
god.
sure.
Dee.
Thank you. And anybody
You're
that's
making me
watching,
cry.
anybody that's watching, he's here for all of us.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, your voice sounds amazing.
Oh my god.
It sounds
I don't know about that.
amazing. And
Well,
gosh, that just like hit me so hard.
Yeah.
well, he just loves you so much. That's why.
You're so right.
In
And
the heart, you know what I mean? You're like, I don't know why, and it's because he's working in your heart, and he's just like, Sarah, I love you so much, and you're like, man, oh. So
amen.
he's in the heart, girl. It's, you know, and I'll tell you this. This is this is an exclusive right here on Sarah Evans Music here. You know, in 2017, I never talk about this. In 2017, I was diagnosed with cancer, and we went through treatments and operations, and it has been a few years. And so this last week, now I'm gonna cry. Hold on a second. I don't want to cry. They had found something in my lungs, and I had to go in for PET scans and all this other stuff because this cancer can spread to the lungs and to other parts of your body. And I did a PET scan, and I was like, God, every day from this moment forward, it came back and they said, it's not showing as cancer right now. And I think my oncologist said, we can, what did he say, babe? We can
Be proactive.
No, he said, what did he say? Cautiously
Optimistic.
He said we can cautiously say that it is not, like right now, it does not show as cancer. And so for me, I spoke to my oncologist this morning. I agreed to do this crazy closet show a few days ago. And so this is where and I love it. I love it. You guys are hysterical. But for me, it's like, I want the time that I have here. Like I've spent my entire life glorifying me, right? Oh yes, you know, you wear the clothes and you have the stylist and you have all the beautiful things and this and that. And I spent my entire life glorifying me. And so that PET scan came back and there was nothing there as far as they could see. And so we're still watching the stuff that they see in my lungs. It could be anything, especially with COVID, you know, so all the crazy things that are showing up in people's lungs. So I don't feel bad, you know, I can sing, but they're watching it. And so I promised Jesus, I was like, every day, man, it's yours. It is his. And so thank you so much for letting me share about him, because
Of course.
that's my life. That's my life, is him.
It is. And I mean, it's our lives too. And I knew about your you know, struggles with your health, and I didn't know if I should bring it up or mention it.
Yeah, usually I don't talk about it. And I'm like,
yeah,
look, cancer is not the hero here. Jesus is the hero. Cancer is not the star of the show. Jesus, and I'm not the star of the show. I'm not at all the star of the show. Jesus is. And he's so real. And I just want people to know how real he is. And so, oh, now I'm crying. See?
I know. I have so many things I want to say, but I can't talk without crying. And we are all going to pray in Jesus' name that this will be nothing, and that you will never have to battle with cancer again. And look, you know, I know that everybody's watching is going to pray for you. I know that I have prayed for you over the years. You know, my brother Matt and his wife KK would see you at school, at Millie's school.
Oh yes!
And yeah, and so they would tell me about, you know, what you're dealing with, and so I prayed for you a lot. But you're absolutely right. I mean, and especially in today's world, like we've gotten so far away from remembering that, because I think everybody is stressed about a lot of things and stressed about the way things are, and things are confusing, but God is not surprised by anything. And, you know, he is in control. And
it's kind of funny if you can picture, you know, we play county fairs all the time, right? And so we're on the merry-go-round. And we're on the merry-go-round, and everybody's going up and down. And you're looking at all the other kids and what they won at the games and whatever, and you're going up and down on the merry-go-round, and you're going around. And there's that kid's dad, and whoops, he just dropped his ice cream and whatever. And there's all this chaos of the world, and we're on the merry-go-round, and we're on the merry-go-round, and our dad is standing outside going, if you just look here, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here. And we're like, oh, look at the kid with his ice cream. Oh, they got popcorn. Where do you get the apples? You know, it's like, you know. But he's here, and we don't pay attention to him. We think that we are. I mean, we got Google, right? If you got Google, you know as much as God. But that's not true.
Yeah. No, we
and
all
actually-
need Jesus. We all
Yeah.
need Jesus, and we all, especially right now. And I'm so glad that you brought that up. I'm so glad that you decided to sing that song. And I think this is God. This is
letting me. Thank you for letting me. I don't know if this was a downer for everybody, but
No.
you know,
No.
It was an upper.
Yeah, it was an upper. Sure. Even though I'm crying, it was an upper. Jody, you're just amazing, and I'm so proud of you. I honestly am so proud of you, and I'm so proud of you for having the courage to talk about Jesus, especially when it's not always, you know, it doesn't always seem appropriate or whatever, you know, in certain settings. But you're right, it is all that matters. It truly is the only thing that we need to achieve in our lives is accepting Christ as our Savior. And so,
and letting people know. You know, it's funny. I didn't even know I needed a savior, right? I'm like, what do I need a savior from? Like, everything's cool, you know, whatever. And I didn't realize, you know, I mean, God is real. God is real, and the one way to him is through Jesus. And what Jesus went through, I mean, if you're like a skeptic, go out, and I always see people always like, read the Bible, read the Bible. Well, read the historians. That's what I've been looking into, you know, the Josephus of the world and the people that were around during his crucifixion, and walk you through that whole process of what he went through. He went through all that for us, and people won't even open the door for one another.
Yeah.
And he went through what he went through on the way to the cross, and you know, to be crucified, so we could be with him. So we could, because he loves us that much. You know, even the people that were like, spitting on him and pulling his beard out and throwing rocks at him and kicking him, and he, you know, he loves them too. It's, we just can't get that kind of love. You know, we can't understand it, you know, but it's true.
And I mean, John 3:16, for those of you who, you know, I mean, just read John 3:16, because it's so, I don't want to say easy, but it is so easy, because it is a free gift from God that, you know, he gave his only begotten son, that whoever.
Did I lose you? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh,
We're all going to perish in this life, but this is not our home. You know, this is not our true home. So, and
when I talk to
the
kids
only
in
thing that
churches,
matters.
like teenagers, when I talk to like teenagers in churches, I'm like, guys, this is the Hunger Games. Life is the Hunger Games. Except we want to get back to the district of heaven.
Yes,
It's true.
yes, amen.
But anyways, well, thank you for letting me like sing and talk about Jesus, and
Thank
make
you.
my heart happy.
Seriously.
Thank you. I mean, this is just, hopefully this has been a life-changing episode for some people. And I can't thank you enough for agreeing to come on, and especially so last minute. And it's so great to see you again. And
we need to
hear
see
your
each other this
beautiful
summer,
voice.
my friend. All the fairs and festivals, we got to cross paths at least once.
I hope so.
Totally,
I hope
totally.
so.
I do hope so.
Yeah. Well, Jody,
We can
God
talk more
bless you.
Jesus. We can talk more about Jesus.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. And I guess your hubby's sitting right there.
He just walked out. I think the dog.
Okay,
started
tell him that
whining
we
to
said
go.
hi.
The dog started whining to go out, so he's like getting him out so he doesn't make noise.
Oh,
And tell your sweet boys that we said hello.
I will.
And yes, and we will be praying for you. And
Thank you.
I'm just torn up. I can't even talk, Olivia.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin your show.
No.
No.
in a good way.
But we'll never have her on again. She's a drag.
No, seriously,
No.
it's like our favorite episode ever.
Yeah.
Seriously. It was so nice to meet you.
You too. You're so beautiful, and I like you.
Thank you.
So, I don't know that girl. She's kind of being sassy.
Oh yeah.
Jesus loves her too.
Jesus loves her
Exactly.
too.
There we go. That's the message.
Yes, Amber.
You're right.
It's fine. And I think she's just messing with you.
Maybe.
I think she is.
I think she's messing with you. All right. Well, thank you so much. And
Sure.
everybody go follow Dee Messina on every platform, and then check out your tour dates in
Yeah.
the summer. When are you starting?
We have a show Friday. We got a show next month. You know, June, July, August. We are slammed. Slammed.
Awesome.
Slammed.
That is great. is
Yeah,
great.
so I'm hoping I see you out there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Surely we will. Okay, love you, Jody. Thank you so
I
much.
love you guys.
Mwah.
Okay, I don't know how to turn this off. So
You just
gotta
push
disconnect
me.
me.
Push.
I think you just X out of it,
Just push the X.
if there is one.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Mwah. Bye. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
It's always so weird.
Group hug.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was amazing.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Okay, her voice sounds amazing. And
I was like,
I
don't
was like,
do it.
here
Don't.
it comes.
Oh, literally. I'm going to watch it back and just see. My eyes like swell. Literally.
You know, and
that was amazing.
She's so right. And I think, unfortunately, like, we have to go through something scary or, you know, like a near-death experience or something that we've prayed for and we've received an answer to prayer to kind of get us back into focus.
Yeah, there are definitely like wake-up calls that need to happen for people to realize what they're missing.
Yeah.
And it's also like once you realize what you were missing, you feel like 10 times more fulfilled than you did before and you didn't even know it.
Yes.
And I think that's the most like amazing thing about it.
Every time you enter a phase of anxiety or just a period of time in your life where like everything seems to be going, we had that last August. We had about 6 weeks of just every single day something happened. And it got crooked again. And then when you feel that lift of the burden and the stress, like, you know, you always need to remember to not just pray for the things that you're wanting, but then spend a huge amount of time praying gratitude.
Yeah.
And thanking God for your blessings.
It's a huge, and she's so right about the skepticism thing. Like there is not a more true statement than that, because like I've been there, like so many people I know have been there. I literally was like, so like not, you know, anti anything, but I was just so far away from it and skeptical, and because of fear, like which is such a ridiculous thing to think. Like why would I be afraid of something that literally tackles all fear overall?
I know, and then a lot of people, when they think about God, they associate thinking about God and reading the Bible with death, because that's when we're gonna meet Jesus.
And also I think they think it's like a lot of work and it's hard to understand things that aren't really understandable.
Right.
And it's not totally understandable, but it's also not impossible to, you know, come to Jesus genuinely.
Correct. And the Bible talks about how we have to become like little children. And it's like to be simple in our understanding. We don't have to, I think so many people want to try to, what are they called? What are they called? Like people who think they're so smart.
Oh yeah, no, that's a real thing. Like really, really intelligent people have a hard time accepting like a higher being. It's actually like a fact. If your IQ is higher, you typically are like more skeptical, therefore you have a harder time accepting things like that. And I think in that case, you just kind of, like you said, have to humble yourself and just be like, you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to understand.
We're not supposed to understand everything.
You're not supposed to, like, there are so many things we're not supposed to understand. Like, you can learn, but it's not worth trying to, like, overdo it in a sense.
Yeah, like it has to perfectly make sense. No, it never will.
It never will.
We go on faith. We live on faith.
And it's not like a one-time thing either. I mean, I'm just continuing the conversation.
It's a daily walk.
And every day is different. Like, you wake up one day and you're so in it and so feel so close to God, and then one day it's like, where even is he and where am I and what am I doing? And you know, it's such a long journey.
It is.
And it's every day.
But the thing is that we forget, we always think like, I can't go to church or I can't talk about God because I'm not behaving, but there's nothing that we can do to earn our salvation. There's no work that we can do.
Yeah.
It's a gift given to us. And there's also nothing we can do to lose our salvation.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing too. Like, people are really afraid. They're like, I'm too far gone to
go to church.
Yeah, or to like have, you know, God accept you as you are, but he doesn't care.
Right.
About
he just
that.
wants your heart.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
But I like this episode. I thought it was gonna go, like, I didn't know it was gonna go this way, but I'm happy with it.
Yes.
I have no problem.
I'm so proud of her, and
yeah, she really, really is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Everybody needs to be praying for her.
Yeah,
For
everyone,
her continued good health,
and continue to go support her and just
go
by
see her
following
concerts.
and go see her and all of those things.
Absolutely,
will make her journey so much better.
Amen. I know Kelly. I'm a mess too.
I can't. Yeah, we.
I'm just like, I'm gonna get off of this.
Same.
I'm
just gonna go to bed and just sob because, like, I don't know. I just think that, and one of the reasons that I like truly realized that this was all real and like it is a real thing is like, there's nothing that makes me emotional like this. Like nothing is the same feeling as this.
Absolutely.
You can't even talk. I can't. Well, that's kind of just how we are as a family too. Like, I can't talk about it
because we cry.
I do. It's a problem. I don't cry about like anything as much as I do as
Jesus is my best friend, and there doesn't need to be anything formal about it. You can just pray all day, every day. And
it's a crazy thing.
Yeah, and the world is scary right now. It is. There's a lot of
weird
stuff
going on. The world is always scary. That's why we're not of this world.
Right, and God's got us, and He loves us, and He cares for us, and He knows the number of hairs on our head. Like, that's how much He loves us. He created us.
It's also really, like, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's fine.
Like, it's also really fascinating to learn about if you are a skeptic. Like, yeah, it is like our job as Christians to preach and bring others to Jesus. But if you're, hesitant towards that, or you don't even want to hear it, it's like, just go like research it. Don't even just think I'm going to dive in like with my faith. Just go at it like from a logistical standpoint. The things you will learn. It's
yes, and
remarkable.
Most people like C.S. Lewis, even like Jordan Peterson, like a lot of those people start out as atheists and they set out to prove that there is no God, and usually every time they end up getting saved because they start reading scripture and the Lord starts working on their hearts. And
yeah, it's a really remarkable thing.
That's how C.S. Lewis got saved, and even who's the evolution.
Oh, I don't know.
What's his name? He got saved on his deathbed, and there's a quote from him that said, "I spent my whole life trying to prove there is no God, only to prove to myself that there is a God, and Jesus Christ is real, and He died for our sins." So it's amazing. God is amazing. And we need to talk about the Lord more.
Church.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, because this is what I consider church too,
I
don't, yeah. The thing that, like, I think the thing that truly, like, and this is from a personal standpoint, but like this C.S. Lewis quote when I was studying all of this stuff and like actually trying to learn, because I was very much a skeptic and very much annoyed by the thought of dealing with faith and everything.
Yeah, because
that's the truth. That is actually true.
There's a reason for that.
This quote, it said, if everything about Christianity is a lie, then it doesn't matter at all. If it's true, it is of the utmost importance. And
that's an amazing
that changed
quote.
my life. That literally changed my life. And I was like, oh my God. Because I was like, yeah, like worst case, it's not real. And we just die and whatever, like, I'm just being real. But like, if it is, it's like, that is the most important thing on earth to find.
Well, and we have to also remember that as real as God is and as real as Jesus is, Satan is also real. And so Satan likes to lie to us and deceive us. And so many are deceived into thinking, well, I go to church, therefore I'm saved. But you don't have to be in church ever to be saved. I mean, God wants us to fellowship with each other, and I think that's a good thing. But, being saved is accepting Christ into your heart and believing that He died for your sins and asking for forgiveness for your sins and repenting. That doesn't mean that you won't sin, again, because we sin every single day, but that we're saved by grace, not by works. And so I think that Satan wants to lie to us constantly and tell us we're not good enough for God. We're not, if you And that and it's been so disappointing that there are so many so-called Christians out there putting all these rules that are not even
That
mentioned in the
non-Christians,
Bible.
Like it excludes certain people,
Right.
and that's the opposite of the message of Jesus.
Yes,
Jesus
exactly.
literally accepts everyone and everything.
Yes.
And so
there
no
are-
matter who you are,
Yes.
or what you do or what you practice, it's not about that.
Right. And there is a fruit of the Spirit, which mostly I think pertains to how you treat people. It's not about like, do you smoke cigarettes? Do you drink? Do you go to bars? Do you whatever? But you cannot do any of those things, and you can be in church every Wednesday night, every Sunday, and you can have a Bible study and all that, and be a bitch who talks behind everyone's backs.
Yeah,
And,
it's true.
You know, treats people like crap, and you can be selfish and self-centered, and that is, you know, why Jesus was so angry with the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He turned the table over and was truly angry, and he called them a brood of vipers, because you know why? Because they were preaching rules and laws to people, and they would fast and like make themselves look all, you know, gaunt, and let it be known that they're fasting and praying, and but they really were just hypocrites. And I think that the two main, I think, rules of Christianity is love God with all your heart and love others as yourself. Put others before yourself. Be generous, be kind.
That's a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very important nowadays. It's very much self-empowerment.
Right. And there are great people that go to church and that are, but I'm just saying it's more about your heart. It is all about your heart. It's how do you treat other people? Do you have to die to yourself and put others first. And I've tried to raise y'all that way, and always saying,
yeah, but at the same time, and like we never like we didn't grow up.
Huge failures.
We didn't grow up in the church like at all, actually. Like we, you know, very much were out there
in the world,
like, you know, kind of like weirdo people, because we were raised in the South, like, I mean, compared to like what other people thought we might be, and very out there, very different, and
not going to the Bible club,
things like that. And then like it just came back full circle, because it wasn't like you allowed us to find it on our own. You were like, you were like, this is what I believe to be true, and I know it in my heart, but you have to come to it yourself.
Right. I didn't force you to go to church. I didn't force you to, because a lot of Christians want to project this outward image. So it's like, you know, make everybody believe that we are a perfect family, that we don't sin, we don't drink. That's a big thing in the South. A lot of people, you know, hide drinking.
Yeah.
Which is so weird, because it's not a sin.
Well,
drunkenness and crazy behavior is not good, but I never forced God on you. I never forced Christianity on you, because I can't be saved for you. You have to come to it on your own, in your own heart. And I prayed for you every day. And, you know, obviously we should pray for our children every day. But I love that all three of you have come to Christ on your own.
And each of us had to, like, and I'm not speaking for my siblings, but definitely have to go through things that actually make you be like, okay, I literally have nothing, and not literally, but, you know, like it feels that way. And then what am I missing? And then when you get that, and I'm speaking like on my behalf recently, like this is not, I'm not speaking for the past 10 years. I mean, recently there, you know, has been just like, my eyes have just very much been opened. And I couldn't be more grateful, you know? And I say that every day. Like I'm not, it's true. It's I'm just real life testimonies are what people I think
I mean, to hear your daughter talk about, you know, really growing close with the Lord, and literally, I mean, obviously I know everything about you, but knowing your story and your walk, and you've struggled with, some things like anxiety. I think a lot of people struggle with anxiety in this world today, especially.
Yeah.
And you really basically sort of cried out for the Lord.
A lot of people wonder why they have anxiety, and they're just not looking at all.
Yeah,
it's right in front of them.
Yeah,
and it was right in front of me.
And you can pray for peace, like constantly pray for the peace that passes all understanding, and the Lord will give you that. And He just wants your heart. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to, quit all your vices. We all struggle. Somebody could be, like I said, perfect, but then be so mean and selfish or a narcissist. And you have to weigh and measure how, like, is that person really saved just because they go to church, just because they don't drink?
And there was a huge thing, like, I'm going to church and I'm perfect and I look perfect, so I'm going to condemn you and judge you because it's my job now
just because I just got back from some Bible camp or whatever, and now I'm all high-minded.
And now I'm judging you, and there is absolutely no place for that.
Right.
And judging people for who they are or what they choose to do, who they choose to be. Like, all of that stuff is just none of anyone's business except for God. And God is the only one that actually knows who they are.
And every judgment is God's. Every judgment is God's to do.
It's like Miley Cyrus said. Forget the haters, because somebody loves you. And only God can judge you. That one.
And only God can judge you. And only God can judge others. So whatever you think somebody might be dealing with, that's between them and God. And so, anyway, what a great episode. I was not expecting this tonight. Tonight was church. We might have to start doing, like, a little 10-minute church segment.
Yeah, we could
every
do that.
Night.
If y'all would like that, we could do it. We could do, like, a verse of the week or something like that.
Let's do a verse of the week.
Or, like, what did I discover with God this week?
Yes. Okay, tonight's verse is John 3:16, just because it's the, it's the basic.
It's the OG.
Like, it's the OG. It's really how to reach salvation.
Yes.
Believe in Jesus. So, okay, we love you guys.
Have a great week.
How about Heads Carolina?
Heck yeah.
Since I sang it so perfectly.
I know, we gotta compare now.
Oh,
That's an amazing cover. That is iconic.
That is iconic.
That is amazing.
Baby, what do you say we just get lost?